Since I was a kid, I've always dreamed of becoming a footballer. And today, my dreams are coming true because I'm putting myself in FC25, but in the worst academy in the world. And I'm going to try and win the Ballon d'Or and become the world's best player. And here I am in the worst academy in the world with Sligo Rovers as the youth tournament is about to kick off. But not only am I in the worst academy, I am the worst player in the world. But in order for me to eventually win Champions Leagues and Ballon d'Ors, I have to go ahead and win this youth tournament to earn my pro contract. And here comes Sligo Rovers on the ball with a through ball to me with the worst academy in the world. I finesse it down the bottom corner and it goes in. I pick up my first goal in the world's worst academy. And now I pick up the ball here. I'm looking for my second goal, try and secure this quarterfinal of the youth tournament. I finish and it goes in. I may be 47 rated, but it does not seem like it when I'm playing in the youth academy. And the referee blows the whistle. I pick up 2 goals as we move on to the semifinals. And in the semis, we picked up a narrow 1-0 victory as I scored the goal. As up next, we got Bohemians in the youth tournament final. Let's win this game and let's get a pro contract. And the youth tournament final has kicked off as I pick up the ball immediately. I send a through ball into Kennedy with a finish. And already, only a couple seconds into the game, I prove that I'm not just a goal scorer. And now it's Kennedy on the ball, gives it to Murray. Murray sends a through ball into me. Can I go ahead and make it 2-0 potentially in this game? Cut inside with a finesse and it goes in. 2-0 up. Let's go. But here comes Bohemians looking to kickstart a comeback here. And yes, they get one back. The remontada might be on. And now it's Sean Murray on the ball. Sends a through ball into me. Can I go ahead and get the final nail in the coffin? I cut inside on my left foot with a finesse shot in the bottom corner. It goes in. This game is over. We're getting a pro contract. And ladies and gentlemen, it has begun. I've earned my pro contract for the worst team in the world. Now out of 50 overall, let's kickstart our journey to becoming the world's best player. And as I went from the worst academy in the world to the worst team, I am in the starting 11. As my goal for this season is to get 8 goals for Sligo Rovers. If I do succeed, I get to transfer to any team in the world. That's an upgrade. But if I fail, I must remain here at Sligo Rovers. But it's now time for my pro debut for Sligo Rovers, the worst team in the world, against Shamrock Rovers. But now it's our winger Elding on the ball. What is he going to do with the ball? He gives it into Hakiki. Give me the ball. Let me go ahead and try to create here. I pick up the ball now. I'm looking for a through ball. Is anybody going to help me up? I send a through ball into Hakiki. Can we make it 1-0? Hakiki with a shot. It's saved by McGinty. But here comes Shamrock Rovers on the attack once again. It falls into Burke with a shot. Sargent makes another brilliant save. And now it's Hutchison. Gives it into Hakiki. Here we go on the counterattack. It's Sligo Rovers. Wolf gives it into me. Can I go ahead and beat my opponents? Yes, I do. I beat one of them. And here I go on the ball once again. I cook them once again. I'm the worst player in the league, but somehow I'm cooking these players, but I lose it. But now here comes Shamrock. It's Matthews. Gives it into Burke looking for a shot. It's a brilliant tackle from our horrible defender. And now it's Elding on the ball. Elding gives it to me. Can I go ahead and cook these defenders once again? I'm looking for the through ball. I do see Elding. And here comes Elding on the run. Can I get my first goal contribution? Elding with a left-footed finish and it goes in. We actually take the lead with the worst team in the game. But here comes Shamrock Rovers with a shot and Burke equalizes on the brink of halftime. It's 1-1. And now in the second half, it's Elding gives it into Hakiki through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper with a finesse and it's saved by McGinty. I could have gotten my first professional goal. And now it's Fitzgerald in the 71st minute. We need a goal to upset Shamrock Rovers. Can I get past the defenders? Yes, I do. I outpace him. Who's going to help me though? I'm going to go in on a low near post finish and it goes in. How did I score that at 50 overall? I get my first professional goal and it's a banger. And the referee blows the whistle. A goal and assist on my professional debut. The question is, can I get 8 goals this season and move on to a better club? And the season comes to an end and we finish in 9th place. You know what? I will take not getting last. As I do finish the season with 12 goals and 1 assist, we've achieved our objective, which means we can get out of here. Now, out of 63 overall, surely I can convince a bigger club, the Sligo Rovers, to pick me up. And to kick off season number 2, I've decided to join 1860 Munich. They are currently playing in the 3rd Bundesliga, and I think this is great development for me to play in Germany. And we have arrived at 1860 Munich, and I'm actually basically the best rated striker tied with this Hobbs guy. As the goal for this season is to become the top goal scorer at the club, but not only that, to promote 1860 Munich to the Bundesliga 2. But it's now time for my debut at 1860 Munich. This is a huge increase in difficulty from the Irish League. And now Jacobson picks up the ball, gives it to Gatu, and here comes 1860 Munich. Can we create an opportunity? It's a through ball into me. He finds me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper. Can I score with my first touches? And I do, into the top corner. That is absolutely sensational from me. I get my first goal for 1860 Munich. And now it's Castañeda comes on the ball into Michel with a shot and it goes wide. Paderborn almost equalized. And now it's Jacobson on the ball. Gives it to Gutau once again, who gave me the assist for my first goal here in Germany. He gives it back into me. Wearing the number 9 today. I should be wearing the number 5 because it's my favorite number. I still have the ball here. I give it back into Gutau. Gutau with a through ball into me. I take a touch. I have a shot. It's blocked by Bolly. And it's going to be a penalty. I'm taking that for sure. Can I actually get the second goal of this game? The second goal on my debut for 1860 Munich. Bottom right. I slot it in. I'm going to have a great season here for Munich. And just like that, the game comes to an end. 2 goals from me today. 1860 Munich were the only club that came in for me, and I'm rewarding them this season. And we have reached the end of the season, and we have finished in 3rd place. By the way, real quick, we are actually in Bundesliga 2, not Bundesliga 3. And we have the chance to promote to the Bundesliga, as we are facing Hamburg SV in the relegation playoff. If we win these 2 legs, we'll be going to the Bundesliga in my 3rd season of professional football. And it's now time for the first leg. We always simulate the first leg, and we play the second leg. Please, let's not lose by a lot. And it's a 3-0 victory. We need a dramatic remontada if we want to achieve our goal to not downgrade from 1860 Munich. But it is now time for the second leg. We are 3 goals down and need to catch up and try to win and go to the Bundesliga. I'm not ready to give up. And Philip picks up the ball, gives it to Gutau. Me and him have formed a formidable duo here in Munich. It is a through ball into me already. I'm already 1v1 against the keeper. Where is the defense? They're not marking me at finesse, and I miss the target. And here come Hamburg to make it 4-0. It's a brilliant save from our goalkeeper, Hitler. And here we come on the counter-attack. Kawado makes a brilliant through ball into me. Can I go ahead and beat this defense? I'm all by myself. I get rid of one. I get rid of a second. 1v1 against the keeper with low-driven shots, and it goes in. 1-0. We need 2 more goals to equalize. And here come Hamburg. It's Rice on the ball. Gives it to Glatzel. Great tackle from Jacobson. And now it's Denise on the ball. Gives it into Gutau. It's Gutau looking for a through ball. Can he find me? Can I get to his ball? And yes, I do. 1v1 against the keeper again. Low driven again. And it goes in. It's 2-0. 1 more goal. And we have already equalized the tie. And here we are in the second half. It's Wolfram running down the wing. Can we get our 3rd goal here? What is he going to do here? It's still Wolfram. Wolfram holds it. Gives it back into me. I have a shot, and it goes in. A first-time finish. It's a hat trick for me, and we have equalized the game. And after our comeback, we have survived up until penalties. Hamburg have way more experience. Can I win in my first ever penalty shootout? Because the best players in the world score their penalties. And I will be taking the first penalty to set the tone for 1860 Munich. As I put it bottom right, oh my days, it is almost saved. As up next is Glatzel for Hamburg as they go to the right-hand side, and it's a save by Hitler. And now Jacobson to take the next penalty. Can we go 2-0 up? And yes, we do. We have a huge lead here. We cannot bottle this. It's Ahiti now to take the penalty. Up next goes to the right. Hitler makes another save. Denise, make it 3-0, please. Denise goes to the top right, but it's saved this time around. And now it's Rice to go to the right-hand side, and it's 2-1. Let's not bottle this, man. Wolfram to take the next penalty. Do not miss this, Wolfram. It goes to the bottom right. Let's go 3-1. If Hamburg miss this next penalty, Muheim will give them out of the playoffs. And no, they go ahead and win. And now it's up to Danhoff. If he scores this, we are going to the Bundesliga bottom right, and he bangs it in. The keeper almost saves it, but we're going to a first division. And it is confirmed we're going to the Bundesliga as Eckstein is the player of the tournament, and we do make it to the team of the season. As I also win my first ever golden boot with 27 goals. And we finished the season with 30 goals, 1 assist, now out of 70 overall. The question is, should we stay at 1860 Munich, or let's see what clubs come in for us in the brand new season. And if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get at 300k as soon as possible. And now in season number 3, I'm now at a 71 overall. Let's trust list ourselves and see if we get any good offers. And as you can see on the right, we got multiple offers from KRC, Gent, and Hull City. However, the offer we have just gotten is Borussia Dortmund, and this is the best offer we've gotten so far. And as much as I want to accept it, we're not getting any game time at Dortmund. We are about to get to the first game of the season where I got this offer, and it interests me. Yes, going from the Bundesliga to the Eredivisie is a downgrade. However, we could shine in the Eredivisie and then come back to any of the top 5 leagues and become a starter. So controversially, I'm accepting this AZ Alkmaar offer, and I've taken the risky decision, and I am joining AZ Alkmaar. I could have easily gone to Borussia Dortmund, but I'm taking a risk on myself at a 71 overall. I will shine here at the Eredivisie. And as I join AZ Alkmaar, I am tied for the best striker in the team, so I'm gonna have some stiff competition. But it seems like as of right now, I will be starting, as the goal for this season is to win the Golden Boot, as I only want to be here for 1 season and go to a top club in a top 5 league. And on the last day of season, AZ Alkmaar are sitting at 4th, fighting for absolutely nothing. However, I am sitting 2nd in the Golden Boot race behind Julian Carranza. If I want to make sure that I don't downgrade from AZ Alkmaar, I must win the Golden Boots. And as on the final day, I am facing PEC Zwolle. It is the mid-table Eredivisie side, but you know what? It might be difficult to score 2 to 3 goals in this game. But here comes Zwolle on the ball. They give it into Krastev. Krastev finds Budnik with a shot, and it goes in. Not only do I have to outscore Carranza on the final day, but we're also 1-0 down against a mid-table side. And now it's Wolf on the ball, gives it to Van Bommel. Van Bommel does find Midjanis. Midjanis gives it to Jordy Classy, and now he links up with me. I'm through on goal. Can I beat the defenders? I couldn't set on my weak foot with a finish, and it goes into the keeper's hands. And now it's AZ Alkmaar on the ball. Mike Kuma is on the ball. He does find Jordy Classy, who's going to retire after this game. Gives it to Van Bommel. Sends a through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper. I have a low-driven shot, and it goes in. 1-1. We have equalized the tie. That's 21 goals for me. I'm not sure how much Carranza will score though. And now it's Midjanis on the ball. Sends a through ball into me. I laid out back into Van Bommel. Van Bommel through ball. Back into me. Low driven. And it goes in just like that. In the 31st minute, we're back into the lead. The question is 2 goals enough? And the referee blows the whistle. We do win 2-1. I could not do anything in the second half. So the question is, did Julian Carranza score more than 2 goals? And yes, Julian did not score a single goal, means that we've secured the Golden Boots. And as Ajax win the Eredivisie, I won my first ever player this season, and of course, I'm in the team of the season. What a successful year for me. And I finished the year with 28 goals and 45 appearances, now at a 78 overall. I'm glad I made this decision because now I can for sure play for a top club in a top 5 league. And we are now in season number 4. It's time to get out of here. It was only a 1 season thing. I need a top team to sign us. And the first offer that comes in is very interesting. It is Bayer Leverkusen. I might accept this, you know. We might have to sit on the bench for 1 season, but this might be the offer. And another offer we have gotten is from Crystal Palace. We could go ahead and step foot into the Premier League. I would definitely get a starting position at Palace. And at the end of the day, I have decided to sign for Crystal Palace. Bayer Leverkusen might be a bigger club, but I am prioritizing game time. I have a long career ahead and could play for big clubs like that in the future. As at a 79 overall, I joined the Blue Eagles. And as we have joined Crystal Palace, we do have some decent competition for the striker in Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus, but surely I will win that right away. And I cannot lie, this squad is looking incredible, as the goal this season is to get European football for Crystal Palace. But it's time for me to make my debut in the Premier League, the Eredivisie, to the hardest league in the world. Am I going to be able to handle the football that happens in this league? But here comes Sheffield United on the first attack of the game. He's crossed it into Tramoni with a shot, and it goes wide. We almost conceded right away. And here come Sheffield United once again looking to kickstart this game. Troy Cannon, and it goes wide. We're getting dominated by Sheffield right now. And now it's Malik Thiaw, gives it into Romain Etse, and here comes Romain Etse, gives it into Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai finds a through ball, and he does find me. My first touches as a Palace player, low driven, and it goes in. 1-0, my first touch as a Crystal Palace player, and I get my first goal. Let's go, Szoboszlai, thank you. But here comes Sheffield United once again. It's Troy Cannon looking to try again, and this time he equalizes the game. It's 1-1. Maybe getting Europe isn't gonna be so easy. And now Czech Doucouré gives the ball into me. I lay it off into Eberechi Eze, takes a touch, has a shot, and it's saved by Gerbic. We could have taken the lead there. And now it's Eberechi Eze, gives it back into me. I'm looking for Eberechi Eze's run, and yes, he's through on goal to take the lead right before halftime with a finesse, and no, Eze, you have to score that. But here comes Sheffield United once again. It's Campbell, and it goes in. We're down 2-1 to probably the worst team in the Premier League. I have not had a great Premier League debut so far. And now it's Adam Wharton on the ball, gives it to Eze. Eze gives it to me. We need to pick up victories against Sheffield if we want to qualify for Europe. Eberechi Eze, and he gets the goal. 2-2. I get the assist. One more goal to win. Come on. But now it's Eberechi Eze, fires it into me. I give it back into the Crystal Palace player, into Eze with a shot, and it's another save by Gerbic. And now it's Adam Wharton, gives it to Mateus Franca, who finds me. Can we get a winner here? It's a through ball all the way to Eberechi Eze. Can he score the winner here? Eberechi, and yes, he does. In the 77th minute, we lead for the very first time. And the referee blows the whistle. We pick up a 3-2 victory, 1 goal and 2 assists. I think it's a successful debut. I would have liked to score more goals though. But the question is, can we qualify for Europe? And we are getting close to the end of the season, and sadly we're sitting in 13th, nowhere near the European places. However, there is some good news because we are in the FA Cup final against Arsenal. And if we win this game, we do get, I believe, Europa League or Conference League football. But it's now time for the FA Cup final against the Bottle Jobs. If I win this game, not only will I achieve my goal, but I will also win my first trophy in my entire career. And it's Adam Morton on the ball, gives it to Mateus Franca. Mateus Franca gives it into me. I send a through ball into Eberechi Eze. Can we get the first goal? He cuts back, sends it to me with a finesse shot, and it goes in. What a beautiful goal against one of the best teams in the Premier League. We take a 1-0 lead early on. And here comes Gabriel Martinelli for Arsenal. We've been locking him up. And now it's into Alex Baena with a shot. It's a brilliant save by Israel with the follow-up by LaCroix with a brilliant block. But apparently, it's a penalty. Of course, Arsenal get a pen. And it's Bukayo Saka to step up to take this penalty as he goes to the left-hand side. And it's 1-1. Arsenal equalize the game. And here come Arsenal. Bukayo Saka gives it to Gabriel Martinelli, who finds Alex Baena. And it goes in 2-1. We might actually fail today as Arsenal take the lead. And now Sheikh Doucouré gives it to Romain Etse into Dominic Szoboszlai. Can we get a goal right away straight from conceding? Szoboszlai gives it to Eberechi. Eberechi sends a through ball into me. I hold it up. I give it to Eberechi, who gives it to Dominic Szoboszlai. 1v1 against Raya. And it goes in. We're not giving up just yet. 2-2, baby. And after that equalizer, we did enough to hold on, and we're going to penalties. However, I'm not confident in our team in penalties. Arsenal have to be better. And to take the first penalty is Bukayo Saka to set the tone for Arsenal. And Israel makes a save. Up next, it's me. I better score my penalty. Top left. I miss. I hit the post. That's not good. And now, it's the next Arsenal player. Goes on the middle. Israel misses the opportunity to save it. And now it's Dominic Szoboszlai. Goes to the right-hand side as it goes to the bottom right. Let's go. It's 1-1. We're still in the clear here. It's Endrick to take the next penalty. Wow, they have some superstars here. Israel goes the right way, but no. It's in. And now Eberechi Eze, come on. You are been here for a long time. Do not miss this. And yes, it's 2-2. Up next for Arsenal, it is Mikel Merino. We know he can score a couple goals. As he goes to the right, Israel goes to the right side again, but cannot save it. Malik Thiaw, the center back. Wow, we're already down to the center backs. It's crazy. Bottom right, it's saved by David Raya. If an Aurélien Tchouameni scores his penalty, we're out of the FA Cup, and Arsenal have done it. They have won the FA Cup. We have failed our challenge, which means I have to leave Palace and downgrade. I really wanted to stay here at Palace, man. And as Arsenal celebrate with the FA Cup trophy, we have failed our challenge. It's time to leave Palace and downgrade from this club. However, there is a silver lining as I had a decent season, 15 goals and 2 assists and only 28 appearances. I might have picked up an injury, but now I'm at an 80 overall. And we have received 2 offers from CA Osasuna, but also a return back to AZ Alkmaar. I think I'm going to accept the return because Osasuna is just a way worse side. So the decision has been made. I have returned to the Netherlands for 1 season as we have downgraded from Palace, but I'm sure I will get back up here at AZ Alkmaar. And we have rejoined AZ Alkmaar. You guys already know the team. As the goal for this season is to win the Golden Boot once again. Because if I win a second Golden Boot in my career, surely I can go back to the Premier League or even another top team in another top 5 league. And the season comes to an end as AZ Alkmaar actually finished at second, higher than our first term. But I did complete my challenge as I won the Golden Boot with 30 goals and only 32 appearances. And with 36 goals and 1 assist and 45 appearances and an 83 overall, surely now I can go back to a bigger club in Europe and probably bigger than Crystal Palace. And kicking off season number 6, the first offer we have gotten is actually from Liverpool. As much as I want to join, I don't think I'll get that much game time, but we'll put this on hold for now. And the next offer we have received is from FC Barcelona. There is no chance we're ready for that move yet. And the next offer we have received is from my favorite club, Southampton. I can't lie, so far this is my favorite. It might not be a huge jump up from AZ Alkmaar, but that personal connection is there. But the final offer we have gotten is very interesting. It is RB Leipzig. This might be the perfect club because it is a step up. And it's also a big club, but I'm not sure if I should go back. I have decided to come back to the Bundesliga as I joined RB Leipzig. I know we had Barca, I know we had Liverpool, and my favorite club, Southampton. But Red Bull Leipzig is literally the perfect club to be at an 83 overall currently. I'm sure I can continue to grow here and continue on my path to try and win the Ballon d'Or. And as I join RB Leipzig, I'm the second best striker as for the first time in my career, I'm playing alongside another striker in Lois Openda. As the goal for this season is to win my first ever trophy of my career, whether it's the Bundesliga title, whatever European competition we're in, or the DFB Pokal. But it's time for me to make my Bundesliga debut. I should have maybe done it 3 years ago and stayed at Munich. But it's time to make my Bundesliga debut. I probably should have made it a couple years ago. But let's show Germany who the best striker in the league is and try to win a trophy this season. And now it's Pedro Porro on the ball. Gives it to Brahim Diaz. And here come RB Leipzig. Tyler Morton does find me. I'm looking for a ball here. Is anybody going to make a run? It's still me. I give a through ball. Into Lois Openda. Has a touch. Has a shot. And it goes in. One goal for Lois Openda. I get my first assist. Let's go 1-0. But here come Hoffenheim on the attack once again. It's a cross in. Into Sanchez with a finish. It falls into Wiley. He gives it away. And it goes in from stock. Hoffenheim equalize the game. And now it's Brahim Diaz on the ball. We're looking to take the lead once again. Lois Openda gives it to me. Can I get my first goal in RB Leipzig? And no, it's a save. Javi Simmons with the cross in here. Can we take the lead into Mosquera with a header? And it goes in. 2-1. We take the lead once again. And now we're in the second half. Lois Openda gives it to me and I hold the ball once again. I'm looking for that through ball. I do find Lois Openda once again. And it's going to be a penalty. Lois Openda ended up getting fouled in that play. I may not be the penalty taker, but I was given this penalty so I can score on my debut. My first ever goal for RB Leipzig. I go to that top right. I bang it in. It's 3-1. And now it's Tyler Morton gives it into me. Once again, I send a through ball into Lois Openda. Openda cuts back, gives it into me on my left foot, and I get my second. This game is over. 4-1, baby. And the referee blows the whistle. I pick up a win on my debut. Let's go ahead and win a trophy for Leipzig. And sadly, at the end of the Bundesliga season, we missed out on the league title to Borussia Dortmund. However, we did make the DFB Pokal final against Bayer Leverkusen, a team that was interested in us. Let's win our first trophy. Last time I was in a cup final, I lost on penalties to Arsenal. I just hope it isn't the same today and I could be lifting my first trophy. And Lois Openda wins the ball back, gives it into Brahim Diaz with the cross in. Early cross with the header from me. How did I win the header? My first ever headed goal. We take a 1-0 lead in this DFB Pokal final. And now it's Seawold gives it to Brahim Diaz, who finds Lois Openda. It's still the 10th minute of the game, but can we get another goal? I'm through on goal. Where is the defense? I have a finish shot with my left and it goes in. I banged it in. We take a 2-0 lead 15 minutes in. And now it's Brahim gives it into Cedarwald, who gives it to me. I'm looking to get rid of these defenders. I get rid of them. 1v1 against the keeper, and it's a hat trick at the start of the second half. I've won the DFB Pokal surely for Leipzig. And Luke Heba lifts the DFB Pokal for RB Leipzig. I've won my first trophy. And as the season comes to an end, I had a decent little season here. 18 goals and 2 assists. I'm now at an 86 overall. I think next season I'm going to stay on RB Leipzig because I really want to blow up and score a bunch of goals in the Bundesliga before I try to move on to an even bigger club. And this is the team now in season number 7, as the goal this season is to not only win the Bundesliga but also become the best player in the Bundesliga by winning the Golden Boots. And I'm sure if I can outscore Openda, I could get a move to a bigger club where I could potentially start winning some Champions Leagues and eventually the Ballon d'Or. And we are now towards the end of the season as we sit at the top of the table with 3 games left. However, if we win our next game, we will be Bundesliga champions. But this last game is not going to be easy as we're facing the greatest German side of all time in Bayern Munich. If we get this victory, it is mathematically impossible for us to lose the Bundesliga title. And now it's Tyler Morton on the ball with a through ball into Lois Openda. And here comes Lois Openda. Can he create an opportunity here for us? He gives it back into Bakayoko. Johan Bakayoko with the cross and it falls into Javi Simmons, who lays it off into me with a finish. And it's a beautiful team goal. We take the lead right away. It's 1-0 in the 4th minute of the game. But here comes Bradley Doak on the ball. Ruggeri wins the ball back, and now it's Javi Simmons. Javier Simmons gives it on to me. I'm looking for a through ball here. I give it to Johan, who gives it back into Lois Openda with a shot, and it goes in again. 10 minutes in. What is going on with Bayern Munich? 2-0 already. Now in the second half, here comes Bayern Munich. Musiala gives it to Jonathan Duran with a shot that's blocked, and no, it's gonna be a penalty. Of course, there's always a handball. Always. And to take this penalty is Jonathan Duran. Where is he gonna go? As he goes to the left-hand side, and it goes in. Bayern get a goal back. But here come Bayern Munich once again. The tides have already turned. Pavlovic gives it to Jamal Musiala. We go for the tackle. It's missing to Duran. It's a brilliant save from Van de Voort. And here come Bayern once again. It's Brian Zaragoza. Gives it to Jamal Musiala. Into Jonathan Duran. I had to bring him down. He was going to score. We're taking the risk in hopes that Van de Voort can score. Can save this penalty. It's a yellow, thankfully, as well. And Jonathan Duran to take the penalty once again as he goes to the right-hand side. 2-2, man. We have bottled it. Maybe I shouldn't have fouled him. But Javi Simmons wins the ball back. And now it's Tyler Morton. Gives it to Openda. Openda gives me the ball. I'm 1v1. Can I go for the finish? I'm offside. Referee. And now it's Seawold on the ball. Gives it into Javier Simmons. Javier Simmons sends a through ball. Gives it to Ruggeri. And now I'm on the ball. 1v1 in the 80th minute. Come back. Give it to Lois Openda with a finish. It's blocked. But the follow-up is in. Oh, it's selfish by me. And we may have won the the Bundesliga title with Openda's goal. And the referee blows the whistle. With 2 games to go, we have won the Bundesliga title. And there it is, our Bundesliga title. As the player of the season goes to Openda, fair enough. But I was in the team of the season. But the question is, did I win the Golden Boots? And yes, I have won the Golden Boots, scoring 26 goals in 32 matches. But not only that, we've gotten the domestic double as we also won the DFB Pokal. And this was probably my best ever season so far. 41 goals and 2 assists, now at an 89 overall. I am slowly becoming one of the best players in the world. And before we go into the new season, this team is absolutely incredible and we could potentially win the Champions League here. But there is no chance I will ever win the Ballon d'Or at RB Leipzig, so I think I am going to leave next season. Now in season number 8, it's time to transfer list ourselves and listen to the biggest offers in the world. And immediately we have already gotten 2 offers, one from Napoli and one from Chelsea Football Club. But I don't think I'm going to either of those teams. And the next offer we have received is from Man United, and there is no chance I'm going to that trash club. Now this next offer is very interesting. It is from Atletico de Madrid. I might take this offer, you know. They're not better than Barca or Real Madrid, but they're the closest thing. And I could probably win a Champions League with them. And the final offer we have received is from Liverpool. Maybe now I'm ready for Liverpool. I have a big decision to make, whether to go to Atletico or to Liverpool. And my decision has been made, and I have decided to come to Anfield to play under Arne Slot, because I believe if I could win the Champions League this season, including also the Premier League, I could win the Ballon d'Or as soon as the end of this season. And becoming the world's best player at Liverpool does sound incredible. And I have arrived here at Liverpool as the goal this season is to win the Champions League. And I'm sure if we win the Champions League this season, we can win the Ballon d'Or. But let's focus on winning my first ever European trophy. And we have now arrived in March throughout the season, and we're running away with the league title for now with 13 points. But in terms of the Champions League, I knew I joined the right team as we finished in first place, 1 point ahead of Atletico. As in the round of 16, we will be facing FC Barcelona. That is the toughest game we could have gotten. As so far, I'm having a pretty decent season with 23 goals in 30 appearances. But it's time for the first leg of the round of 16. We simulate the first, we play the second leg, depending on how the result goes, and we win 3-2. However, it's too close. We must play the second leg. And it's now time here for the second leg at Anfield. Let's beat Barcelona. Let's secure this victory and move on to the quarters. And here come Liverpool as Florian Wirtz gives the ball into Duranville to try and kickstart this first attack of the game. It's Florian Wirtz on the ball, who's going to be the huge player for us here. I give it into me, and now I'm looking for some space here. I give it back into Florian. Florian gives it back into me. I'm looking for a shot. It's blocked, but the follow-up, referee. Apparently that was a foul on me. I was about to score though. But here come FC Barcelona. It's Alex Valle with the cross in. We clear it out, Inacio. But here comes Pablito Gavi trying to get a go back for Barcelona to equalize the tie into Diego Jota. It's a brilliant save from Mamardashvili. And now we're on the counter attack. Barcelona just screwed up a corner kick, and now I'm through on goal. A brilliant through ball from Florian Wirtz. 1v1 against the Barca keeper. Can I finish this low driven shot? And it goes in. 4-2 in aggregate. We take a huge lead here. Let's go. And now it's Alex Valle gives it into Diego Jota. Here come FC Barcelona. We get fouled. How is that not a foul? It's a tackle and it goes in. I moved the keeper a little bit too much, and Jota makes it 1-1 against his old teammates. But here come FC Barcelona. The good thing is we're still in the lead, but Barcelona are trying to change that. It's Lamine Yamal on the ball, the best player in the world, gives it to Diego Jota. And now Jota through ball into Cuevas, who's 1v1. We're going for the tackle, and no! Hato almost wins the ball back. And just like that, it's 4-4. And Barcelona tie the game. Barcelona have a corner as Frankie de Jong crosses in the ball. Can we clear it out? It falls into Diego Jota, who's looking for a second. Araujo with a great tackle. Can we go on this counter? Duranville gives it to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz gives it to Joao Neves, who sends a through ball to Vitinha, and Vitinha sends me through on goal. I'm 1v1 against the Barca keeper once again. Lamine Yamal is trying to stop me. He goes for the tackle and he has to foul me. Surely that is a red card. Yes, Lamine Yamal had to do what he had to do for his team. And now the opportunity to take the lead. Florian Wirtz is going to take this free kick. Can we go ahead and take the lead to make it 5-4? Florian Wirtz with a near post finish, and it goes in. A crucial foul that I won. And now we take the lead 5-4 in aggregate. And now Araujo gives it to Stevenson. Can we go on the counter attack? End this game here. It's our right midfielder, Götze. Götze gives it into Florian Wirtz, and now it's Florian. Can he find an opportunity? He does find me through on goal. 1v1 to finish it off. This tie with a finish, and it goes in. This game is over. We have won against Barcelona. We're going to the quarters. And in the quarterfinals, we are facing Atletico de Madrid, the team that wanted to sign us. Can we go ahead and get a good victory in the first round? And yes, 4-2. I think we're good to sim the second leg, and we're going to the semis. But it's now time for the second leg. I'm taking a huge risk, but I believe 4-2 is enough goals to go ahead and go to the semis. And yes, a 3-0 victory. We're going to the semifinals. But in the semifinals, we do have Bayer Leverkusen, and they're always a wild card. But surely we should win this game with ease, and it's a 2-0 loss. We're going to the second leg, to the Leverkusen Stadium, 2-0 down. And it is now time for the second leg. Can we go ahead? Can we go ahead and complete a remontada in the Leverkusen Bay Arena? And now I pick up the ball here. I intercept it from Ashley Phillips. I'm 1v1 against the Bayer Leverkusen keeper. Can I go ahead and finish with a low driven? But Perez makes a great save. And now Götze does pick up the ball, gives it into Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz finds a through ball, and he does find me. Can I go ahead and put this one away this time? And no, Perez makes another brilliant save. I maybe should have dribbled a bit. And now it's Duranville, gives it all the way into Götze. Götze gives it into me. I'm looking for a layup here. Is anybody gonna run? I give it into João Neves. João Neves with the finish, and it goes in. João Neves gets a goal off my assist. That's one goal secured. And we are now in the second half. Bayer Leverkusen have been difficult to break down as Florian Wirtz picks up the ball, gives it to Götze. Götze gives me the ball, and now I'm looking to lay it off back into Götze. He's through one goal. 1v1 against the keeper, and Perez makes another brilliant save. That could have been the equalizer. And now it's Götze on the ball, gives it to Florian Wirtz, who does find me, and I give it back to Florian Wirtz, who gives it back into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper. Again, I have to finish it. Yes, we have finally beaten Perez for a second time. He's been incredible, but it's 2-2 now. One more goal and the remontada's complete. But sadly, Leverkusen's defense was way too solid, and now we find ourselves in a penalty shootout. And Liverpool win this penalty shootout and head on to the UCL final. And to take the first penalty is Victor Boniface. He is a clinical finisher as he goes to the left, and he puts the first penalty away. As up first is Vitinha, the captain for Liverpool. You've missed before, do not miss again. Bottom right, let's go. He bangs it in. 1-1, we're fine. Perez went the right direction, and we know how good he's been. Oscar Bob is up next as he goes to the left, and it's 2-1 to Bayer Leverkusen. And now I'm up next. I better not miss this penalty as I go to the bottom right, and it almost hits the post and out. But now it's Massa to take the next penalty as he goes to the left, and Mamardashvili makes a save with his legs. And now our right mid Götze up next, goes to the top right. We take the lead. This is crucial. We can get to the final like this. And now it's Puerta for the next penalty. Goes down the middle, and it goes in. But we still have the 1-goal lead. It's Florian Wirtz to take the next penalty. Where is he gonna go? He goes to the top left. 4-3 now. If Bayer Leverkusen missed this penalty, Tyreek George, we will be going to the UCL final as he goes to the left, and he bangs it in. But it's all up to João Neves to go ahead and score this penalty. Can he send us to the UCL final? João Neves, and yes, he does, in the top right-hand corner. We're going to the UCL final, automatically making me a favorite to become the world's best player. And in the UCL final, we will be facing Bayern Munich. But we've had an insane season as we won the Premier League as well. And I am taking the Golden Boot home for the Champions League, so I'm sure if I win this UCL trophy, I will also be winning the Ballon d'Or. But it's now time for the biggest game of my career. Can we go from starting at the worst academy to winning the Champions League and winning the Ballon d'Or and becoming the world's best? We're finding out tonight. And now Stevenson gives it into Mikel Götze. Mikel Götze gives it into Florian Wirtz. And here come Liverpool on the counter. It's back into our right mid Götze. And can we go ahead and score a goal here? It's still Götze on the ball. Cuts back. Gives it into me. I have a shot. And it goes in. The beautiful low driven that I've mastered. And I've taken the 1-0 lead for Liverpool in the first 15 minutes. But here comes Bayern Munich. It's Patrick Vanner on the ball trying to equalize the game. For Bayern, gives it to Jonathan Duran. We go for the tackle. Araujo misses. It's laid off into Pavlovic. Great save by João Neves, and it goes wide. Let's go, João Neves. And here come Bayern Munich. Jonathan Duran sends the through ball into Jamal Musiala. Back into Jonathan Duran. Ignacio with another brilliant tackle. And here comes Bayern Munich in the second half, though. We win the ball back. Araujo, another brilliant tackle. And as Vitinha gives it off into me, I give it back into Florian Wirtz. Can we make it 2-0 and potentially win this game already? I'm through on goal. 1v1 against the keeper again. Low driven, and it goes in. You cannot give me that much space. 2-0 in the 52nd minutes. But here come Bayern Munich. They're not ready to give up just yet. Pavlovic through ball into Patrick Vanner. And here comes Bayern. They get rid of Gerard Hato. And we're looking for the tackle we miss. And it's Jonathan Duran. Brilliant tackle from Hato. Our defense is doing wonders today. Duranville gives it to Florian Wirtz. Can we end up this game? Florian gives it all the way to Duranville. And here comes Duranville through ball into me. I'm through on goal for the hat trick to finish off the game. And it's a third. Low driven into the bottom corner. 3-0. A hat trick on my UCL final debut. It's all over. And Vitinha lives the Champions League. I have won my first ever UCL. I have come from the worst academy in the world to winning Champions Leagues with one of the best teams in the world. But the question is, did I do enough to win the Ballon d'Or and become the world's best player? And as I finish with 46 goals and 2 assists, I should surely be the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. However, Florian Wirtz did get 22 goals and 27 assists. So if I'm gonna lose the Ballon d'Or, it probably will be to him. And we are about to find out, did Wirtz or did I win the Ballon d'Or? We know it's a Liverpool player. And yes, I have done it. I have won the Ballon d'Or. And that answers the question, if the worst academy can produce the world's best player, as I am now the best player in the world. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen to find out how I won the treble with FC Barcelona using only new transfers.